What's up, Gemini? This is going to be a love reading for the first half of August. This is for my Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, and for the cross watchers. If you guys enjoy this video, please don't forget to give me a like, throw me a comment, share. It does help out my channel. If you're new here, I put these out every 2 weeks, so don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell if you want to keep up with me as I do. I do offer personal readings. There is a long wait for a reading with me, guys, so if you want to explore your options, I put links to my affiliates, Mystic Sense and Spiritual Blossom, in the description box as well, which are awesome companies that will offer you access to lots of amazing psychics and readers all over the world at any given time. If you go through the links I've provided, they're going to give, Mystic Sense is going to give you your first 5-minute reading free, and Spiritual Blossom will give you a bonus $10 if you deposit $20. So check them out if you feel called to do so. And otherwise, if you want to follow me on TikTok or Instagram, I put the links to those in the description box as well. So Gemini, I'm going to do a person on your mind. How do they feel about you? Then how do you feel about them? Then the projected potential outcome for the first half of August. The reason I say potential to anyone that's new is that I infuse law of assumption into this channel and into my readings, which means these readings are just checking in points into the current version of Gemini, the current version of specific person, and the connection that Gemini has selected out of the infinite that are available right now. Creation is finished. All things exist at once. Anything is possible. If you would like to manifest differently, then all you need to do is shift your state of consciousness, select a new version of Gemini, select a new version of specific person that exists in the quantum field. Circumstances don't matter. Everything that is showing up in your physical 3D reality, of which there are infinite existing right now, is a reflection of your current version, your state of consciousness, okay? So please go and do your own research. Neville Goddard, Florence Scovel, Joseph Murphy, there's plenty of amazing teachers out there. But also there's great coaches online that can break it down in a really practical, modern kind of way and give you techniques. And I also post about this and will continue to post. So this is just a checking in point, guys. And so let's take a look at the person on Gemini's mind. How do they feel about Gemini as we move through Knight of Swords? It's a Star card. Maybe there's been some abrupt communication for some of you, like harshness or abrupt endings, and then the Star card, they still have hope to heal. Or they're hanging on to hope for the situation. Let's see. Knight of Cups. Well, this could be apologies. It's definitely romance. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. 8 of Swords. They're trapped in their mind about you, Gemini. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Either this is like a commitment that stopped, or there's been non-commitment. Even questions around commitment, right? Or loyalty. So I will get a bit more on that, because I just saw that Knight of Swords. There's been like a harsh or erratic conversation, communication. And now that they're quite trapped in the mind. There's definitely romantic feelings. 9 of Cups, there's definitely fun and pleasure, Gemini. And there's a wanting to have an honest conversation. Start fresh, have a communication with you. Tell me what this Queen of Pentacles in reverse is. The Hierophant card. I mean, it seems to be that they are focused on traditional values and commitment. King of Cups, and there's love here. Knight of Cups, King of Cups, but it's stuck. 2 of Swords, indecision. For some of you, yeah, and there's that Knight of Swords. There's been an argument or a blow up around commitment, maybe. Maybe there's been indecision around commitment. Small portion of you, someone's not been able to commit because they're trapped in another situation, or they have been trapped in another situation, and there's just pleasure there. So I will get more detail on it. Or otherwise there's just been, you know, maybe indecision on the direction forward, really. And there's regrets here. There's regrets around a conversation. There's regrets around harsh communication. They're feeling stuck. They're trapped in their mind. They feel like there's a soul connection. 2 of Cups, King of Cups. Lots of love here. King of Cups, Knight of Cups, 2 of Cups. Tell me about this 8 of Swords. Yeah, trapped. There's a King of Pentacles in the upright, then there's a Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Either there's a feeling that there's been disloyalty if there has been commitment, or you're in a commitment, or there's been inability to commit because there's outside commitment, or one is very committed and the other one doesn't want commitment. I know that that gives you a few options. It really doesn't fucking matter, guys, because I'm just going to identify what the underlying issues is and what you actually want. But I'm reading their side of the street, and the circumstances, which I already explained, don't matter because it's just your current reality. And they're not a robot. They have their own thoughts, feelings, history on this timeline, of which there are infinite, and, you know, things have played out and crystallized in a certain type of a way. They're your mirror, though. They're you pushed out. So you still selected that version, and therefore you can fuck it in a bucket, select a new version, and this would be different. They are focused somehow on commitment, but let me see why there's a Two of Swords. Non-commitment. Ace of Pentacles. Do you see where I'm going with this, Gemini? It's like commitment, non-commitment. Either it's like indecision, commit or don't commit. You know, fear of commitment, or stuck in another commitment, can't commit, but still kind of wants to commit to you. Page of Pentacles. They see opportunity with you. Six of Wands, but they're not feeling very successful. Maybe, you know, there's been an argument or something, and now they feel there's a loss of attention, a loss of success. They want to make a gesture. Page of Pentacles. I feel like there's an offer coming through. You give them a lot of pleasure, and then we got the Devil card. Lots of pleasure, lots of joy. Maybe there's been chemistry, and now there's a focus on wanting commitment, but they could also be blind to where you're at, Gemini, if there's been a cutting off. Eight of Wands. They want to talk. So for a lot of you, there's communication coming in. Ace of Swords, Eight of Wands. Lots of desire, lots of attraction. That can also be temptation for those of you where this is non-committal, but there could be a shift now of wanting something commitment. There's a breakthrough energy, and they want to persist towards you. Look, Seven of Wands, Ten of Pentacles. They want to persist towards you for something long-term. Maybe they assume you're non-committal, Gemini. I ain't judging. I'm going to get your side of the street. Maybe you're tied up in something else. So whatever. I mean, Gemini, I'll put it to you this way. If you're the one that feels this person isn't committing or isn't choosing, or you've wound up selecting a reality where the circumstances are someone's tied to someone else, as an example, all you would need to do is change the story and it's coming down to you're not the chosen one and people don't commit to you or something like that. So you just need to then select a version of you've always been committed to. This person's always been committed to you. Whatever, the coaches will help you. You are always chosen. It's just a reflection of a piece of your subconscious, okay? All right, so Devil, lots of attraction and desire. They want to talk. Definitely attraction and desire. King of Wands, they're amped up to talk. Justice card, and they want to make something right with you. For some of you, this is marriage and divorce, and legal matters is playing into this, and this is what's keeping it stalled, okay? Unreadiness to commit, inability to commit. So maybe this is the long game, but something is stalling the situation. Someone feels trapped. They might be blind to where you're at, Gemini. Maybe they're aware you're stuck in something and they feel like you only want them for that thing and you're not committed to them. But they want justice, they want balance. Conversely, that could be their situation, but they still want more with you. Makes sense? I mean, the world, they want to close out an old cycle. They want accomplishment with you. For some of you, there is closure and completion going on outside of this situation. You know, and that might be the conversation that's coming through. And Knight of Cups and King of Cups. I mean, the Cups cards are in the upright. There's actually love here. And that Devil card, I'm not really getting, guys, and I feel energy, and so I'm not getting that this is some really toxic, cheating sort of a situation. This just looks a little tricky, like with fears of commitment, or someone's tied to someone else or something like that. And there's money or there's legal issues or something at play, okay? But there seems to be a closing out of that. There's a wanting to talk. Things have been stalled. Yeah, let me get your side of the street and then I'm going to get the oracle cards. I think a lot of you are going to get communication here. We've got Taurus energy. We've got Capricorn energy, Libra energy. Yeah. Let me see how you feel about them, Gemini. Oh, the Knight of Swords. There's been like a harsh cutting off or a reaction. So someone must have gotten very reactive, like maybe feeling they weren't getting what they wanted, or it wasn't going in the direction that they desired. Four of Cups, disappointment, missed opportunities, maybe the Fool. Maybe there's something about risk, because it would involve either love as a risk, because generally, like, there could be also just closing out old toxic relationships. If it could be, there could be also fear of commitment because of like a past marriage or commitment. Guys, it's not necessarily that someone is still tied romantically or sexually to someone else. Or love is a risk because of just a lot of fear. I don't know, but then that could trigger someone's feeling of like disloyalty, you know. I mean, on this side, with the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse and the King of Pentacles in the upright, it just looks like there's been a mismatch in the direction and the desire for the direction. As I said that, and then there's the Hierophant in the reverse and the Hierophant in the upright. So Gemini, you might feel like this person's non-committal, or you might not be able to commit. I mean, again, I can't tell who's who, and I will get the oracles, but mismatch in values. This could also be the breakdown of a commitment. So this could be like something needs to end outside, or there's been a breakdown of another commitment, and there's fear of committing again, getting married, or maybe someone's very traditional and the other person's not traditional. Yeah, Queen of Wands. King and Queen of Wands. For some of you, this could be like an affair, or it could just be something that's very chemistry. There's a lot of attraction, but mismatch, or to date, it's been stuck when it comes to really fully committing, okay? Four of Wands, which is about marriage, stability, the home. Hanged Man, it's been stuck. Said that a few times. You want to come unstuck, Gemini. Nine of Wands, there's been a wound and you want to get past the wound. Let's look at this Hierophant card in the reverse. Nine of Swords, stress and anxiety around commitment. Ace of Cups. So part of you want commitment and you want love, a new love beginning with this person, but there's stress. In the recent past, I feel there's been inability to commit. But I feel like something is changing. On the other hand, there's been a harsh cutting off. This person seems to be blind to where you're at. Maybe you block this person, or there's some kind of a block. There's a lot of loss and, you know, and regrets around what was said, what was done, how things were left. This person feels like you're a soulmate. There's love. They believe that there's love between the two of you. Let me see what this Four of Wands is. I mean, Queen of Wands is the other woman, other man, other person. So take that as you will. Someone feels like they're the side piece and not the main dish. Do you know what I mean? High Priestess. Eight of Wands though. So if there's been silence, you both have Eight of Wands. There's a sense of wanting to come out of silence here. High Priestess can be secrecy. So maybe this is the thing, guys. Read it as you will. Maybe not everything had been revealed. Something to do maybe with third parties, or things were just not clear. There was a wall, okay? But also I think there's a soul connection. There seems to be an intuitive bond here. And I think that there's going to be communication. And perhaps that Ace of Swords also is a lot of clarity coming through in communication. And King of Wands. King and Queen of Wands, see? And then there's King of Wands over here. Okay, but then there's been Seven of Swords. So something feels like it hasn't been honest, or it's been avoided in some kind of a way and unclear. But there's action being taken. So much attraction here. And a conversation. And you want new beginning. You want Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, okay? So I would say all of this right now that's collapsed in this timeline, and I know some of you are going to be annoyed with the way I read, but that's okay. You can watch another channel, because I'm going to say select another version. People get annoyed. They're like, we get it, select another version. But it's fucking relevant, guys. It's the main thing. It's how you actually get what you want. So these circumstances don't even fucking matter. So Gemini, even on this timeline, someone wants to talk to you, communicate, and they seem to want to have a new start with you. You also want a new start. So whatever is blocking this situation or has in the past doesn't even fucking matter. I don't even care if there are third parties or other players in the mix. You've made all of it, okay? You selected it on this timeline. So only focus on, the tarot is only relevant to identify what you have selected from your subconscious mind and the players in your show who are not robots. Now we've got to say, okay, what does Gemini actually want? Gemini loves this person. Gemini wants a love beginning with this person. Gemini is super attracted to this person. Gemini wants more communication with this person, wants to talk it out, whatever it is, doesn't want any third parties, doesn't want complications. Your desires are meant for you. If you want something, it already exists. You're not hoping and waiting for it to come into creation, and you're not sitting here trying to manipulate this current reality and version and circumstances. You take your attention away from that. And you, with the fourth dimension, with your mind, you put your attention on what you prefer with persistence in the knowing that that already exists. You've already quantum shifted then into that reality and all the pieces are moving perfectly. And then you're also dominantly in the version of a person that knows you get what you want, and that's that person absolutely loves you, and that's the version of the connection you have. And then any action that you're taking anyway is in perfect alignment with that. All your thoughts are in alignment with that. You're not going back to an old story, or maybe they do want me, don't want me. Maybe this is only about sex. Maybe there's a third party. Maybe this can't happen. Maybe divine timing. I don't fucking believe in divine timing, guys. Okay? No diss to other tarot readers. But I'm more skewed towards the law of assumption. Everything exists right now. So you don't have to wait for these circumstances that you have created. They've collapsed in your reality because your thoughts, which preceded your 3D, you're on a timeline unknowingly, unconsciously creating. Well, I don't even like saying creating because everything exists. Selecting a reality, and these are the characters in your show. So you don't need to worry about any of it. Like, everything disappears. There's parallel timelines. Look into multiverse, multi-world theory. Yes, it's theory, but also look at success stories online. Nothing is impossible. Everything is here right now. You can access anything. You are limitless. Time. So Gemini, you and this person, maybe it seems stuck and you've been connected for some time. This says needing time. Now is not the time. Time will bring unexpected changes. You could be on this divine timing track or this unrequited love track. For those of you for whom this resonates, fuck it in a bucket for those of you that want it. Whatever you believe is what your reality is, okay? So if you believe that this is going to take time because they need to get over their fear of commitment, or they're stuck in another relationship, or you feel like you're trapped in some kind of a way, fuck it in a bucket. Please just go and look into the law, okay? So what does this person want now? What do they want as we move into August? Faith, wishing, praying, hoping. So they are hoping for you. They're praying for you. Oh, fired up. You did have some kind of a blow up with this person. And what was it around? Influences, third parties, intervention, others involved, manipulation. So for some of you, there's a feeling of disloyalty, or that there's been passion, but someone, wasn't the chosen one. I'm really feeling this could be a situation where someone went with someone else, or was already with someone else, something like that. But then spirit, okay, getaway. So this is a divine connection of some sort, or there's a spirit connection here. I said that with the High Priestess card. Look, ascending, transcending, learning, preparing for union, new phase, ravenous. I said there's a lot of attraction. Uncontrollable desire, appetite for sex, insatiable, hunger for pleasure. They want to run away with you. So if either of you's trapped in something, or if they think you're trapped in something, they're hoping you're going to run away with them. Or if they're trapped in something, they just want to run away. Or if that's ending, they're hoping that they still have a chance to have a new phase with you, and they're still very attracted to you. So let go of this past story if you want it to shift, and assume for what you want, okay? Let's see. Lost. Running away has come out again. Emptiness. Feeling cut off. Okay, so Gemini, there's this cut-off kind of an energy. There's this stuckness energy. Also maybe lost as to where you're at, because like I said, maybe they feel they've lost access to you, but they still have faith. And then we have union, reconciliation, making it work, coming second chance with forbidden, love affair. I've already gone over all the things around that. And then the gossip card, making, you know, this is petty conversations as well, harsh, erratic communication. Rumors, making you the fool, made you the fool, or they feel you made them the fool. Maybe you both feel that way. Or gossip, there's third party intervention here. Something's happened, okay? Basically, maybe questions around loyalty, etc. But there's opportunity to make this work, Gemini. So you just need to change the story. Look at what's unfavorable, take your awareness away from it, choose with the mind a new story which already exists. Focus on that. Make it rain. Legal matters. Legal matters and money matters. Something's going on here, like I said, around that. What else? Yeah, an avoidance, in hiding, feeling guilty, no communication. There's no communication. There's been an avoidance of something. Something was kind of hidden or kept secret. Sick and tired of cycles, red flags, signs, cheating, deception, which caused chaos. Now there's some kind of a chaos as well. Chaos between the two of you, and chaos now, something is crumbling. So for those of you that are stuck in a situation where there is like an outside marriage or something like that, there could be a shift or a change or a crumbling around that, and an opportunity for a redo and a second chance. Yeah, what did I say? Reconciliation, harmony, resolving issues, getting back together, soul contract, soulmates, partnership, spiritual union. So make what you will of that, Gemini, and go maybe and take a look into the topics like specific, like letting go of the old story, because either way there's a reconnect, guys. But you want to have the ideal version and no messiness, and also no resentments, etc. This person wants reconciliation with you. You know, but if you have negative assumptions like they only want me for this, or they're not going to commit, or the old stuff that played out, you can have a redo of what happened. You want to have the best, healthiest version, and you want it sooner rather than later. It already exists. So go and have a look at some of the coaches online and look into like quantum shifting and all of that. Okay, guys, I hope that resonated for you, and I'm sending you so much love, Gemini, and I'll check in with you in 2 weeks' time.